Hello everyone, it's Mr. King here. I hope you're all having a lovely week so far. I'm here to give you a whistle-stop tour of Showbie. Showbie is our new online platform that we're going to be using. So I'm going to be showing you around the platform and I'm going to be showing you some of the features that Showbie has to offer. Now the first thing that I need you to do is, can you go and get your PC or laptop and get it ready for me? Or can you get your Apple device, so whether it's an iPhone or a tablet, so your iPad, can you get that ready for me as well? Now, unfortunately, if you're on an Android device, you can't download the Showbie app on there yet because it's not available. However, you can go through the web browser, so you can search it through the internet instead. So hopefully you have got your laptop or PC, your iPhone or your iPad or tablet ready. Now, if you're on your tablet or phone, can you download the Showbie app from the App Store for me? But if you're on the computer, can you search for me in Google my.showbie.com? So can you search for me my.showbie.com? Super. So hopefully, if you're on your phone or your tablet, you've downloaded the app. And if you're on your computer, you've managed to get to the Showbie website using the link my.showbie.com. Amazing. Right, now it's time to sign in. So I'm on an iPad at the minute. So I've got my Showbie app here and I've got my instructions this side. So I've got my Showbie app here. And the first thing we need to do is click sign up for free. So click sign up for free. And then it will bring us with three options. It says, I am a teacher, I am a student, and I am a parent. And we need to click on I am a student because we're going to sign in as a student. So I'm a student. Then it will give you two options. Sign up with username or other sign up options. Now the easiest way to do this is sign up with a username. So we're going to sign up with a username. And then we have to fill out this information. So it's asking for our first and last name. This needs to be the name of your child so that we know that your child is in our class basically. So it needs to be your first name of your child. So for this example, I'm going to say my name is Tom and my last name is King. So put your first name and your last name of your child. Super. So I've got Tom King. And then we need to we need to create a username. Now the username has to be really unique. So the first three letters of your username must be CHE, because that stands for Celestin. So CHE for Celestin. Then you need the first three letters of your first name. So luckily it's Tom, so T-O-M. So you need the first three letters of your first name. And then you need the first three letters of your surname, so your last name. So it's King, so K-I-N. So let's just have a double check over that. So you need C-H-E for Celestin at the beginning. You need the first three letters of your first name and the first three letters of your surname. So I've got Celestin, C-H-E. I've got Tom, because they're the first three letters. And I've got King, the first three letters of King, or K-I-N. Super. So we've got our username, we've got our first and surname. And now we need to make a password. This password can be anything you like really. So I'm just going to put grow. So I've got grow as my password. Now you can add an email if you want. I'm not going to add an email. So I'm just going to add my password. So I've got my first name, my surname, my username, Celestin, C-H-E, the first three letters of my first name, Tom, and the first three letters of my surname, K-I-N. And my password is grow. I might write this down because I might forget, because I've got that many passwords, so you might want to write this down. Okay, then we're going to click sign up. So it will sign up, and then what will happen, it should ask us to join a class. It has, look, it says join a class. Now on Class Dojo, here are the instructions that I put on Class Dojo. Now to join a class, you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the document, and look, as you can see, I've written all the class codes for you. Now it's really important you find your child's class. So if your child is in reception, it's the first set of codes, so year EYFS class codes. If your child is in year 1, you need to go to the year 1 class codes down here. And of course, if you're in year 4, you need the year 4 class codes. So I'm in reception, so I need the EYFS codes, and they're the first ones at the top. So you're looking for the green codes at the side. So I need to type in the first class code. So general information. So I need to type that in. So it's PQVQB. So I've typed in the class code and I just need to click on join class. So hopefully it will join the class for me. And there we go. As you can see, look, general information. Now, if I'm having a look at the class codes, I haven't got maths, I haven't got phonics yet. So I need to add all these class codes in so I can get all the information from those classes. Now, as you can see, Showbie's already telling me I need to join more classes at the top. So I'm going to click on this plus icon here. And look, it's telling me to join class. So let's have a look. I want to join the maths class. So I need to type in that code 2V3DH. And I'm going to click join. Now, as you can see, it didn't do anything. And that's because we need to just pull down and refresh, and there it goes. Look, it will bring us the maths. So we've got general information, maths. Right now I need to add phonics. So I'm going to go over phonics code over here. Right, so it's QJR4Q. And we're going to click join. Then we need to refresh the page. Ah, beautiful. And there we go. Look, now we've got phonics phase 2. What other ones have we got? Right, we've got phonics phase 3. So let's click on add. Let's join the class. So we need L, we need K, we need C, B, B. And let's join that class as well. Now remember, we've got to refresh the app. Ah, beautiful. There we go again. So now we've got general information, we've got maths, we've got phase 2 phonics, phase 3 phonics. What else have we got? Oh, in reception, they've got rainbow challenges. Right, let's add some rainbow challenges. So we've got a 2J3VH. Let me just check. 2J3VH. And then click join again. Then, of course, I need to refresh, don't I? Refresh. Oh, this is amazing. Here we go. So we've now got some rainbow challenges. Right, what else is Mr. King giving us? Ah, he wants story time. Right, let's have a look. Let's click on add story time. So we've got 5TVP3. Let's click join. Let's refresh. And there it is, story time. Amazing. Right, what said you got any more? Oh, he's got a well-being folder. Right, let's go on that one. Let's join the well-being class. 7DKQC. And then let's click join. And then we need to refresh, don't we? Amazing. So let's check. Have we got all the classes? We've got general information. Yes. We've got maths. Yes. We've got phonics. Yes. We've got phonics again. Yes, we do. We've got story time. Yes, we have. We've got well-being. Yes. And we've got our rainbow challenges. So make sure, so for year 1, make sure you've got all your classes, and year 4, make sure you've got all your classes, because if you notice, they're slightly different, because year 4's got French. What's year 1 got? Year 1's got reading as well, when they've got other subjects. So make sure you've got those classes for your correct year group. Fantastic. So I'm going to get rid of that document, our instructions, and now we're just focusing on Showbie. So this is Showbie. Now these are all your classes. So this gives you all the information. So for example, in reception class, if we go to general information, now we've got all this information here. So we've got our knowledge organisers. So we've got a folder. If we click on knowledge organisers, now we can click on here. So if we go to autumn 1, here it should bring up, here's our knowledge organiser for autumn 1. So we can learn about and just have a quick sort of overview of what's happening in sort of autumn 1. So this is our knowledge organiser. So we can click on it and it will bring it up. So we have our knowledge organisers for autumn 1, autumn 2, spring 1, and it will just bring them up. So there is our knowledge organisers in general information. Now we've got our timetables. Now we're on spring 2, aren't we? So we need to go to spring 2, and we're on week 1. So let's click, and this will bring up our timetable. So for reception, this is reception's timetable. So you can click on the timetable, you can click on the PowerPoint, and it should enlarge it for you. So this is what it looks like. So this is a week in reception. It tells you your lessons, when they might be happening. And also in reception, we have our exciting rainbow learning challenges. So there's also your rainbow learning challenges on there as well. So that's where you should find your timetables or any information. So you've got your knowledge organisers, you've got your timetables, and then also down here, well, in reception, I've added other information. So this might be like risk assessments that parents need to know, maybe letters. We did an EYFS parent workshop, so that's on there. So that's just general other information. And also for reception, I've added all the logins on there. So your teachers might add in your usernames and passwords, so you can go on Times Table Rockstars or Purple Mash or Reading Eggs or anything like that. So you might have your logins in there as well. So that is the general information. Now, something that's really lovely about general information as well is at the top we have got class discussion. And this is where you can talk to your teacher and you can also talk to your friends. So for example, this morning, I know in the Zoom we were testing it out. So Oscar said, hello everyone. Mr. King said, hello. I hope you had a lovely half term. And Emmy put, we had a great half term, thank you. Lots of lazy days and trips to the park. Hope you did too. Emmy misses you, Oscar. So it's a really lovely way that parents can talk to each other, the children can talk to each other, and we can just send out updates. And all you do is you just type in a response at the top. Okay, so you can do that by the class discussion. It's a nice little group chat, a nice little update page for you there. So there is general information. Shall we have a look at another class? Now, obviously, please do appreciate your classes might look different depending how Year 4 have set their pages up and how Year 1 have. This is just an example of what it's looking like. Shall we have a look at maths? Right, let's have a look at maths. Now, for reception, Mr. King has put all the Spring 1 videos in there for reception. So if they need to go and recap some of their learning, all their videos are here. But if we're talking about this term's learning, if we go to week 1, let's go to week 1 and the first lesson is counting. So you click on counting and it will bring up, so Mr. King's done a nice little comment there. Watch the video and learn how to count to 8. Now you can click on the video and hopefully, here it goes, it will bring up probably me teaching you maths.
Hello mathematicians,
so here it goes. And you can listen. Oh, we don't want to listen to me right now. So it will bring you the video of me explaining the maths lesson. We can have links, so I put a link to number blocks there. So there is a number blocks link. So there is that one. So that is maths. Now, if you want to upload your child's work, so for example, I've completed the work. You've got that plus button here, haven't we? So you've got that plus button and we can add a new document. We can take pictures. We can scan documents. You can make a voice note, which is so cool. So a voice note, if you click on a voice note, you can record, look at the top. So you can record. So if I'm practicing counting to 8, let's do it. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I press pause it and I post it to Mr. King. And Mr. King will be able to listen to me counting to 8. And look, there it is. Look, it's right there. I can play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's just another way of sending work to Mr. King, and Mr. King can mark that for me. So I can send him a voice note. Can I send him anything else? I can send him a file, and I can also record my screen. So if I'm playing on Reading Eggs or something, and you've recorded your screen, you can do that as well. So that is one way of uploading your work to Showbie. Now let's have a look at something else. So we've done maths. Let's have a look. Shall we have a look at phonics? Now, Mr. King's put phase 2 phonics because some children still need to practice their phase 2 phonic sounds. So Mr. King still put all the lessons there for them. But in reception now, we are looking at phase 3. So we're going to go week 1 because that's what we're on. And we're on the J sound. Now, something that's really cool about Showbie is it lets you draw and write straight onto worksheets. So in Mr. King's phonics lesson, he's got a nice comment here. Look, it says watch the video and learn the J sound. So we can watch the video again, look, by clicking here. He's added the PowerPoint. And he's also, if we scroll down, he's added a few little worksheets if you want to do them. Now, which worksheet shall we do? Let's do this one. Now, as you can see, it's brought up this lovely worksheet. Oh, there's Mr. King's face there. Mr. King's done as a voice note. Shall we see what we have to do? Right, let's see what we have to do. Using your finger, can you trace over the J sound? Right, okay, I forgot. Let's hear what he said again. He said we have to trace over the J sound. Using your finger, can you trace over the J sound? Okay, so we need to use our finger and we need to trace over the j sound. So at the top here, we've got a pen, and you can change the colour, look, by double clicking. So we've got a pen, we can change the colour. We've got a highlighter, so we've got different colour highlighters. We've got a rubber. We can add, so these ones are voice notes. So we can add voice notes to Mr. King just by clicking here, look. We can add voice notes and record to let him know what we are thinking on what we're working on or our thoughts. So we can add voice notes. And this one here is we can zoom in. So we're going to zoom in, and I'm going to click the pen, and I'm going to draw over the j sound. Here we go. Oh, it's a bit wiggly. And we'll dot the top, go down. Oh, it's a bit wiggly. I have to keep practicing. We're going to start at the top, come all the way down and flick, and we're going to dot the j. So now I've practiced, or let me finish it off. Here we go. There we go. So now I've practiced my j sound. I'm happy, and I'm going to send it to Mr. King. So I'm going to zoom out. In fact, I might send Mr. King a voice note as well. So I'm going to click here. Hello, Mr. King. I tried really hard writing the j sound. It was a bit tricky, but I had a go. I'm going to challenge myself now and write a sentence or a word with the j sound in it. Okay, look, and it will tell us. Look, hello, Mr. King. I've tried really hard writing the j sound. It was a bit tricky, but I had a go. I'm going to challenge myself now and write a sentence or a word with the j sound in it. So that's some feedback for Mr. King. Look, it's going to add my voice note so he knows what I'm doing, and I can keep him updated. So I'm just going to drag that over here. And then once I've done, I'm going to click done in the top corner. I'm going to click done, and Mr. King will get that work. So it will save it. Look, as you can see down at the bottom, it will save it so Mr. King can get my work. So that's a really nice way of your child able to interact with us, and we can give you feedback straight away. And obviously you can draw straight onto worksheets so you don't have to print them off, etc. And that's the same with PowerPoint. So if you click on PowerPoints, you can draw, you can annotate over the top of the PowerPoints as well. So that is another feature of Showbie which is super cool, where you can write straight on to worksheets. Now look, you will see you've got all these coloured files. So Mr. King's got each week for his phonics lessons. He has got general resources, so like for phonics, if you go there, you'll find all your phonics cards in there, look. So it'll bring up all your phonics cards. Look, here are all the sound flashcards, along with the captions and the actions. And you can literally click on them, and you can swipe through them, and you can see all of those that way, just like that, you see? Perfect. So, beautiful. Also, if we go to Rainbow Challenges, I did mention this before. So Mr. King has Rainbow Challenges in reception. If we go to a blue challenge, so in this blue challenge, it was an English lesson. So they were writing a character description. Now on the PowerPoint, Mr. King put voice notes to help the adults, the grown-ups, or even the children with their learning. So for example, if we go to this one, because it's a nice one, and it says, let me see if I can get rid of these for us. It says, can you name all the characters that are in the Jack and the Beanstalk story? So the children would have to go through, what character is this one? This is Jack. So if I click on the voice note, Mr. King should tell us the answer. This is Jack. Okay, so it tells us the answer. So if we go on this one, this is Jack's mum, I think. So if we click on this one, this is Jack's mum. So you can do it that way, and also the children can add their voice notes. So I can add a voice note on top. So I can say, hello, Mr. King, I think this is the character Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. And then I can record my answer that way, and I can save it and send it to Mr. King. So I can do it that way. So that's just another way of your child responding to work that we set on Showbie. And then you click done, and Mr. King will get it straight away. And it'll be similar to worksheets. So for example, for this worksheet, Mr. King has put some voice notes to explain. So for example, if we click on the appearance part, can you describe your character's appearance? So it's just giving you a few clues, a few tips. So this box, you need to describe the character's appearance for the character profile. This is a character profile. So it's just giving you a few little tips and tricks of what to do. So they're the voice notes. So you can draw on them, you can add, and you just click done, and your teacher will get them. Now your teacher will respond to your feedback just like on Google Classroom, either via voice notes or little messages. So you can do that as well. Now, if you click on here, there is a portfolio section. So there's a portfolio section at the top. Now, a portfolio section is really nice because if there's a piece of work that you love, so if I go to, what work did we do? We did a phonics lesson, didn't we? We did the J sound. So if I go to week 1 phonics and I go to the J sound, and let's scroll down. That's not the right one. We want the one at the bottom, don't we? So we want this one. Now, do you know what? I was really impressed. I tried so hard doing the J sound. We have a star at the top. See the star here? If I click on that star, it will put it in my portfolio. So I can show my grown-ups or my grandma or granddad, or I can come back to it later. So I'm going to star it just in the top corner and it will go straight to my portfolio. So if I press done, just like that, and if I go this little box over here, look, the little window, portfolio, and here it is, look. So I can show it off, I can pull it up at a later date and be proud of my work. So you can add things to your portfolio. So as you can see, just down here, you've got all your classes, you've got your groups. So if you're in any groups, you might be able to make a group with your friends so you can talk to each other if you want your own groups. And like I say, they are class discussions in each class. So I think there's a maths class discussion and there is a general information discussion where you can talk to your friends as well. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's really simple and easy way to work around Showbie. If you have any questions, just send us a dojo and your class teacher or myself will be able to help. So I hope you enjoy using Showbie and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.